Testing the ceasefire, CJ Papa, Fox News. While millions of Americans were getting ready for bed or sleeping, the U.S. military was on alert in the Middle East, even though that ceasefire is still in effect.
U.S. CENTCOM confirming that its forces intercepted 2 Iranian ballistic missiles targeting American forces based in Kuwait. They added no American personnel were hurt. That attack coming after U.S. forces carried out strikes on Iranian radar and drone launching facilities in Iran and on Qeshm Island. U.S. CENTCOM says the measured and deliberate strikes were in response to Iran shooting down a U.S. drone that was operating in international waters. The back-and-forth strikes occurring as a fragile ceasefire between the two countries remains in place, at least for now. Washington has reportedly sent back a revised deal to negotiators in Tehran.
That is Fox's Jeff Paul in Dubai. The commander-in-chief taking a page from the Guns N' Roses hit Patience, which goes, all we need is just a little patience. So he's not grabbing the first, second, or third counteroffer coming from Iran over a peace plan.
There's no final decision from the president on this. Reportedly, he wants to see stronger terms in any agreement with Iran. Now, the president has consistently said that he would like to have a good agreement for the U.S., but also for the globe. And there's movement on a coalition of countries to help protect the Strait of Hormuz, which might signal we're closer to the end of these operations. French President Macron saying on social media after speaking with President Trump, they are ready to be deployed as soon as agreement is concluded in order to contribute to securing maritime traffic in the Strait of Hormuz. Now, already U.S. warships have helped 70 vessels navigate the Strait of Hormuz over the past 3 weeks.
Fox's Edward Lawrence reporting from the White House, and the price for a gallon of regular gas dropping a penny overnight, landing at $4.32. The price down 18 cents over the past week, but oil prices are rising on this Monday. Well, Democrats want to pounce on the Iowa seat that will open up with the retirement of Senator Joni Ernst, who's been serving in the upper chamber since January 2015. Fox's Grady Trimble has more from Cedar Rapids.
In this Democratic Senate primary between State Senator Zach Walz and State Rep Josh Turek, this race could really come down to who voters think is more electable in November. So Turek and Walz are largely in lockstep on most issues, including probably the most important one, the economy. Both want to increase taxes on the wealthiest Americans. Both support raising the minimum wage, and they blame President Trump's tariffs for higher prices. Walz, though, is seen as the more progressive candidate, and he's positioning himself as someone who will fight against both Republicans and Democratic leadership in the Senate.
And today is the final day for early voting. Tomorrow is the primary in the Hawkeye State. The winner will face the presumptive GOP nominee, that's Congresswoman Ashley Hinson, this fall. To another race in the U.S. Senate, but this time the incumbent Republican is battling to keep her spot in Congress against her embattled Democratic challenger.
Graham Plattner, the presumptive nominee for Senate in Maine, is accusing a former aide of false claims and 2 news outlets of what he calls, quote, journalistic malpractice. The rebuttal follows reporting in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal that soon after his campaign began, Plattner's wife told a former campaign official that her husband had exchanged sexual messages with multiple other women. In a statement, Plattner said he and his wife, quote, went through something hard because of me and that they, quote, did the work. The Maine Senate seat, held by Republican Susan Collins, is seen as key to the Democrats who are trying to win control of the Senate. Collins was first elected to the seat in 1996. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
I'm CJ Papa, and this is Fox News.